In this video, I want to talk about how we can get some pricing information on investments. So we're going to utilize Yahoo Finance. They have a publication where they publish this types of company information. So how you get there is finance.yahoo.com. When you open that, you'll find a quote box, quote lookup. So let's look up Molson Coors, TAP. If you click on this box, then it will take you to a web page that has information about Coors. And again, you notice through here it has lots of different information, different types of categories. For this video, we're interested in historical data. So if you click on the historical data link, scroll down a little bit here, we have some criterion to put in here. We want, let's say we want at least 5 years of data. This goes from 2016 to 2017. Right? It's got to load back up, sorry. Right? Oops, sorry, didn't stick. We got 5 years of historical prices, and we want monthly. It currently shows daily prices. So now you apply. So when you apply, click that reply button. Now you notice down here, now there are dividends that are placed in here, but we don't need them for right now. We don't want them for right now. So what we can do is we can download this data. So if you click download, it creates what's referred to as a CSV file. You can open this CSV file as soon as it's done downloading here. Click on it. Might take a second if it's not downloaded yet. There it goes. And it will load that data up. So here's the data that we have. Here's the dates, right? It starts from 1/1/17. So it goes backwards in time. So we're interested in the most recent couple of years. So let's go down here and just quite simply, we're just going to sort this data. So we want to go to data, highlight it, go to data, sort, and we want it to sort by date. Right now, this says my data has headers, and it does. You saw it had a date up there, and we want to go from newest to oldest. So now, if we make this a little bit bigger, you'll see this is 12/1. So now if we want to know the annual prices, we can do this a couple of ways. We can do every December 1, right? That will give us every December 1 because this goes by monthly. Or we could just use 1/1, right? 1/1 of 2021. That is this year's beginning price. And then do 5 years from there. But the number that we want is what's referred to as the adjusted close. The adjusted close will adjust these prices. It's the closing price, but it also incorporates any kind of dividends that might have been paid. So it looks at changes. So we want the adjusted close. So again, if you wanted to, again, we're just going to get 12/1, right? Let's get rid of some of these, right? So you just want the ones that are by 12s, right? And we want 4 of them. Or 5 of them, let's say. Let's say we just want 5. 5 years. So here's this. We don't care about these things, so we can get rid of those columns, right? So the only thing we want here is the adjusted close. So this is the last prices. If we go back 5 years, we have 5 historical years of prices for a company. So let's say that we wanted to put this into a Word worksheet, right? We want to move that. Let's create a worksheet, right? So we can go back here. Oh, so I'm sorry, we need to go here. Oops, where to go? Sorry, here. Go to the Excel spreadsheet. Here it is. We highlight those prices, right? Now we just do home and you do copy, or you could just do Control C. You see it's little bars working there, so it's got that information. Now here you can do several things. I don't do Control V, which is paste, because you never know what it's going to look like on the page. You can do several things. You can just start to highlight these things and see what it shows you. That looks good. Boy, that's in boxes. That's good. That doesn't look bad. This is a link. We usually don't want to link things. Or you can just make it look like a picture. Or you can do it as text. You can put it in however you want, right? Sometimes what we'll have though, let's say we have, let me do this. Let's say we have a table here that we want to move these prices into. So I copied them. So now I want to say, well, what did that look like if I put it in this box? So you go to Home, choose the paste, and now it will show you what it's going to look like inside this table. Well, you don't want it to look like that. Oh, that's all right. That doesn't look bad. Don't want it to look like that. Don't want it to look like that. Don't. So the only one that makes any sense, you want it to look like this. So then you click on it, and it saves it into that table, right? So again, a couple lessons here, how to find the prices, and then also how to input them into a worksheet. Another thing that we can look at, though, is dividends. Let's look at the dividend history. You can choose dividends only. Choose dividends only. Again, monthly, it won't really matter. Click on Apply. Now, here are our dividends over the past couple of years. Click on Download. And I'm going to go up here real quick, and let's create another table real quick, right? So we're just going to create a table, insert a table. I want 3 columns now. Let's just do 3 columns. I got about 10 things here. So again, we come back to our worksheet, to our, here's the worksheet that it downloaded. So you click on that, it's going to open it up. And there you go. Here are our dividends. Now again, it's in backwards order, right? So we have to change it the other way around, make sure it goes from present to past. And data, sort, change it by date. I want it to go from newest to oldest, and it changed it around. So now we can take these dividends, however we want to, copy, and we can put them into this Word document. Again, how are we going to do this? Home. Click on this little arrow here. This is the one that seems to work for us. That's the one we want. So now we have what? Here we have our information. But what we have to worry about with dividends is the years, right? 1920, 1921 have been pretty strange years, right? So if you kind of look, this didn't give me cells here. But if you look here, this is 2 years, right? These two are 2. This is a year. Let me just color these so you can see the differences. There's 2 years. Now here's last year. They only paid 1 dividend. The year before that, they paid 4, right? So again, when you're looking at annual, you have to take into account the years. And what you'll find out for this company, quite frankly, is what? They pretty much keep constant dividends year after year, and then they change it occasionally. So in March of 2020, they had already raised the dividend to 57 cents, but then that was the last one they paid that year. So again, if you're looking at annual dividends, right, you have to look at the year that we're talking about. And again, with last year being 2020 and 2021, because of pandemic issues, that might mess up our dividend growth for a while. Anyhow, that's how you find historical prices